Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening. This is Bill Sefekar at his Tampa studio with some gurus here working with me that I couldn't do without. And it would go blank, the screen would go blank. So I'm here live and I got let's say, provocative show for our listeners. This is the last taping for this year, 2023, as you revert back on what's happened and what's in ahead. I hope there are good things looming large. I'm very optimistic. I'm a cosmic optimist of the first magnitude, so I expect big things. Sometimes I get disappointed, but that's okay because I just, as the old song goes, you pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and start all over again. But I've actually had to start over a few times. So this show, as I said, we're winding down 2023. I hope it's been a good year. The holidays are looming large, and we have a lot of fun things ahead. I hope you're participating with your family and friends and loved ones and got good things. Here in Florida, we had a cold spell, which brings us back to when we were growing up north. And, it's not going to be a white Christmas, but it'll be cool and maybe some wind gusts, 45, 50 miles an hour. I remember when I first moved down here about 30 years ago, 35 years, we had snow flurries on Christmas. Brought me back to my growing up days in New York and Washington. So I hope this holiday season brings good things, good cheer, and good health. And health is definitely number 1, 2, and 3. I've had some health issues the past couple of months. And I've had things taken care of. Some of you I talked with, they actually said, yeah, I know what you're saying. I had a central tremor in my left hand, which is a predominant hand. I'm left-handed. And it was affecting carrying hot stuff and plates. It wasn't affecting my guitar playing, although I could use that as an excuse, or tennis, which I also definitely use that as an excuse. But about 2.5 months ago, I had some surgery, a procedure, and my listeners can see my hand is there steady. I had other issues that came out. I don't know if it was prerequisite of what happened with the procedure, but I'm working on my health, and I got to watch out what I'm eating and also drinking. But that's okay because I'm living better. I'm taking care of myself. I'm watching what I eat. Low sugar, no sugar diet, and I recommend it. I know I put it on the back burner all these years. My freezer had like 6 cartons of ice cream, and I was ice cream. You scream ice cream. We all scream for ice cream. Well, I was screaming all over the place, but now I've stopped that. I have some frozen yogurt, and that helps. And I'm also working on no sugar, no carb, low carbs. So I recommend that. I know this is the holiday season, and it's kind of tough with everything going on. But you're your best and worst enemy. So, well, is there a best enemy or just a best friend? Let's go with that.
Maybe the best enemy is the one that pushes you to do good things with your life. Maybe not from the best perspective, but an example that I have, excuse me, my friend AJ from high school was always like this really, really good player. He was always in a lot of bands and stuff, and I always, from an unhealthy place, I always kind of felt a sense of envy, but it pushed me to get to the place I am today, and I'm really glad that I felt that. So I wouldn't say he's an enemy, but I would definitely say
guarded.
friendly competition.
Yes, you got to watch how. Talking about, come over here, Tom, please.
Sure.
Make your visitation. And Tom, Kelly.
Hello, friends.
Hey! I like that sweater shirt when you came in.
Thank you.
You know, it's a nice, colorful, holiday kind of outpouring of. It takes your place. It looks like sun, sky, and
Yes, I'm a sucker for tie-dye and cool colors.
wonderfulness. So, Tom's got some band gigs coming up, and we're going to share that with you. Right, Tom?
Yeah, sure. So, sorry.
Go ahead,
My
no.
bad. So right now, I'm in 3 different bands. I don't know if there's any metal or jazz fusion fans out there, but my project Gloomchild in March, we're actually gearing up for a little southeast tour, which I'm excited. I think we're going to make our way up through Tennessee and Georgia, Virginia, the Carolinas, which I'm pretty excited about. That's happening in March. And then I'm not going to announce it just yet, but my solo project, The Polymer Motive, is about to go through a very, very large restructuring, which I'm very excited about. And then our cover band, GT Cruiser, we're also going under a little bit of construction, we're kind of evolving to the next manifestation of our group. So we'll probably you'll see us in some restaurants around the Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater area, or if you're looking for a cover band or a guitar duo,
We'll post it, okay. And maybe I'll be on one of your podcasts.
we would love to. Yeah, I'd love to have you on, man. That would be a great time.
It would be great for me.
Introduce you to the Gloomchild boys, get you in the mosh pit.
I want to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm going to make my way behind the desk. Good seeing you guys.
Always a pleasure. I owe a lot to this man. He gives me guitar lessons also, which helps me in the musical interface that I need to work on. He's made major progress. We actually uploaded the Muskrat Love video on Facebook, YouTube, and a few other goodies with this coming year sharing. I also wanted to bring to your attention this recent CD. Oh, yes, this is the CD. Hope, Heart, Light, and Healing with Joy. There's 20 selections on there, beautifully digitally mastered at my friend Joy Katz and Guthrie Studio in Palm Harbor, tune of the century with her and her husband. And I would like to send you the download. It's on the Dropbox, and I'll make this available. This is some really beautiful songs here. Morning is Broken, Heart to Heart, All This Joy, For Baby, For Bobby, Heart Light, Rhymes and Reasons, Perhaps Love, Calypso, Come and Let Me Look in Your Eyes, Andy Song, Trade Winds, Timeless Skies. So we'll post this at the end of the streaming, and I hope that is something you'd be interested in. You let me know. I want to get back to my writings because I have been very, very fortunate, blessed, since my retirement about 13, 14 years ago, in addition to my teaching, substitute teaching, which I love. But this is my first book called Light, Courage, and Hope. And I wrote it with a Holocaust survivor, Cantor William Holden, survived 4 camps for 2 reasons. One, he was singing, able to sing, and that kept him alive. He was also, his cousin taught him how to be an electrician, which in those dark days and times that unfortunately was needed. And then, of course, I've mentioned this dozens of times, my dad's book, American Dreamer, Look into the Life of My Father, Joe Baby. And I learned a lot from writing this book, and a lot of people have asked me, well, how did you go about it? Well, I just happened to be at the right place at the right time, and my father was a very erudite person. He was always writing and making notes and things, and he had a great vocabulary that I learned to appreciate, and I use that when I'm writing. I use voice recognition with Dragon, Naturally Speaking, which helps make things easier. But the first thing I do is I go about I make an outline, and the next thing is I put the table of contents together, and invariably there have been like 14 chapters, and have acknowledgments, thanks to the people that helped, and then I come up with these sections or chapters, like we wrote about the 10 righteous nations that helped save Jews and others, and light, courage, and hope. So naturally, the first 10 chapters were Albania, Bulgaria, China, Denmark, Finland, Norway, Portugal, Sweden, United States, Israel, and then epilogue, never again, and then memorials and so forth, understanding the situation of the world scene. We wrote about Elie Wiesel and Steven Spielberg. So that made it a little easier to put together and put the meat on the bones. With my dad, I followed the same format, and I came up with the chapters. A little different because this is sort of a biography, but, beginnings, learning the ropes, and their chronological age accordingly, building a base, marriage and the war, the post-war years, moving to the burbs, moving up, his mark in Washington, building a museum, the Hirshhorn, and off-Broadway. I like Chapter 11, off-Broadway, the Ruth Eckerd Hall achievement. And then his 8th decade, and then settling back. It was a great ride. So those are the kind of then reflections and dependencies. But I want to share this one thing. I know you really can't see it. I found this in an envelope in my garage as I was going to print in 2017. That's 6 years ago. My mother became very proficient. She wasn't into the computer scene, but she loved to make the greeting cards. So she became very proficient with sending greeting cards to everybody. So this card, I noticed it said June 2000. I said, wow, that's interesting. As I said, it's about 6 years ago. So it says, Dear Joe Baby, which that was my dad's affectionate name, endearing. She says, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. I don't even know how my mother remembered that song because she wasn't into rock, but that song she remembered. So, and there's a picture of her with her red hair. And he opened up and she says, oh, who am I kidding? I always want to be right. You know that, honey. Happy Father's Day, Joe. Love and kisses, Selma. So this had to go right in the front. It's in the Roman numeral pages. So that's how this book unfolded. They were quite a team, Selma and Joe. But I used the same format, but this book, it worked for me, and we'll put that on, I guess. I'm here with one of my other tech gurus, Dan Rooney, and he's been here with me through thick and thin when we were writing Dad's book, and YouTube, and social media. So it pays. I guess that's another thing to put in the footnote. It pays to surround yourself with brilliant people. People that are there, people that know what they're doing and back you up regardless of what you're going to be doing or saying. So anyway, I have a picture, and I'm going to show it next time. I was a hellion on wheels when I was growing up. I said that my mother didn't want to have any more kids because I was just such a handful. And that was with my dad. They had two people raising me. And my two alter egos were Peter Pan and Dennis the Menace. And I have one cartoon that's in the first 5 pages of the book, it appears, of Dennis always getting in trouble. The cartoon is there. He's in the corner. His mother would always put him in the corner on that rocking chair, if anybody remembers back then from far. And he's there in the corner, and he looks back at us, at the audience, and he says, how come they never catch me doing anything good? So that's kind of the theme. I kind of outgrew the Dennis the Menace image, but I actually I needed to get a a new public relations firm because I was always getting blamed for everything. So just to give you an idea, starting out, hitting the road, a few bumps in the road. I was a preemie 3 weeks too soon. That was the only time I was early ever. And so the early years, wonder years, taking flight, that's when I moved to Washington, D.C. when I was going to school at the university. And I was telling Tom, I did a piece when I was a congressional intern in the Capitol for Democratic congressmen, and it changed my whole life. I traveled with a plane with Sergeant Shriver for the campaign, for his vice presidential campaign, and I went to Annapolis and did my graduate work there. I moved down to Florida in the 80s, changed a life changer, and I'm here for the duration. So I'm going to get this book finished. It's, I think, amazing things. It's going to be considered fiction because I know not many people could believe all this could happen. This guy sitting here. And the gifts that keep on giving because I love to share things, and I've been able to put it all together with a lot of help from you-know-who. The man upstairs. So, in closing, to my friends out there, family, take heed. Life is precious and special. And surround yourself with people that you feel good to be around, whether a political persuasion or not. People are good, red, blue, or white. Just be with people that you enjoy and enjoy you. Take care of yourself. Your health is number 1, 2, and 3, as well as the people you're around. So in closing for the new year, let's work on making 2024 a very special time and place. I know I will. I have grandiose ideas in my music and my teaching and my writing. If the good Lord gives me the strength, which he does, I'll be here next year with you. Thank you all. Many blessings. Be well. Be safe. This is Bill Sefekar. Happy New Year, healthy New Year, and a happy holiday season.
Must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the ones they picked, the ones you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you'll cry. So just look at them and sigh. And know they love you, and know they love you. And you of tender years can't know the fears that your elders grew by. And so please help them with your youth, They seek the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by. And feed them on your dreams, the ones they picked, the ones you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why they told you you will cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. So just look at them and sigh, yeah, and know they love you. And know they love you.
Hello, this is Bill Sefekar. I have a song, it's a real treat. When I came across this song, John Denver and his special place, the Rocky Mountains, singing and having fun with the Muppets. And this song reflects a beautiful message. There's no one like you. And yes, it's something we carry around with us. Very unique perspective. Hope you enjoy. I like your eyes, I like your nose, I like your mouth, your ears, your hands, your toes. I like your face, it's really you. I like the things you say and do. Oh yeah. There's not a single soul who sees the skies the way you do when you see them through your eyes. And aren't you glad? You should be glad. There's no one exactly like you. I like the things you say and do. There's not a single soul who sees the skies the way you see them through your eyes. And aren't you glad? You should be glad. There's no one exactly like you. Exactly like you. Still Sefekar. There's no one like you.